The Star Trek episode we're going to do is Mira Mira, one of my favorites. This is my dilithium crystal. I made it for this episode. Captain Kirk wanted some dilithium crystals, but they wouldn't give them any. So he said, "We'll be right back." When they went back up to the spaceship, they switched. When they switched, Captain Kirk saw Spock had a beard. Well, Spock was going to he said, "Give me your agonizer," and he said, "No, Mr. Spock, I really tried." And he took his agonizer and shocked him. And the guy was like, Uhura said she didn't want to go on the bridge, and Captain Kirk said, "Uhura, you're the only one that can do it." And she said, "Yes, sir." And when Sulu came up, Sulu was like, "Hey, baby." She said, "You're away from your post, mister." Captain Kirk didn't want to kill the Hulkins because he was the good Kirk. So Chekhov tried to kill him. What happened is the guy in the blue suit, he saved Captain Kirk, so they took Chekhov to the agony booth. Captain Kirk asked the computer how to get home, and Scotty said, "I'll need help." Dr. McCoy said, "I'm a doctor, not engineer." But Scotty said, "Now you're an engineer." On the other ship, it was the bad Kirk. And Captain Kirk said, "Spock, you 3 years pick, I'll hang you up with your broken ears." And then Spock said, "I think not." So he kept him in jail. And Captain Kirk said, "Do you want power? I can get that for you." And then on the bad ship, Kirk went into the room and found Marlena. And Marlena wanted to know what he was doing. She tried to kill Spock, but he wouldn't let her, was pushing the button on the TVN. She thought she wasn't a woman. So he said, "You're the captain's woman," and too, he says, "You're not." And then Marlena started watching him on the TVN. And back on the bridge, Uhura said to Sulu, "You didn't come back." And she slaps him because she didn't want him to see the lights. And then Spock comes in the control room and he stopped Captain Kirk. So he takes him to Dr. McCoy's. But Kirk slaps the gun out of his hand. But then Spock drew Uhura against the wall and she fell down. Captain Kirk does the fist haya and the kick move like this, and he also does the headbutt. Spock was stronger than them, all of them, so they had to knock them out with a skull. And then Spock read the Dr. McCoy's mind, and he said, "I see what you see." Now they could go into the transporter room, and Marlena wanted to go with them, but Kirk told her she couldn't go. And then Spock showed up. "I need my captain back, and you need to go home." And then the good Kirk says, "Be the captain of the ship." And then Spock told him, "I will consider it, Captain." And then they get on the transporter pants and go home. "Spock, you traitorous pig! I'll hang you up from your buccaneers." I think not.